bombshell, bombshell, boom, bombshell, boom. See guys, this table is about to be broken. There is no need to scatter it anymore. It has to be broken. So welcome back to my channels, guys. If you are new here, please subscribe, and thank you for always sticking around. To my old subscribers, you know I love you all, you know the drill, right? So this video actually was prompted by the recent video Dyna Ekwueme. Maybe her recent, or I think it should be, or maybe not. So Jackie Aina, if you know her or if you don't know her, I'm going to link her details, her YouTube handle in the description box. She made a video. The video is about Change Destiny campaign in partnership with SK2. So they actually partnered with her and she made that video. So the video actually is talking about women doing things in their own pace and not be pressured by society. So these women talked about their stories and how they were able to conquer societal pressures. Now Jackie Aina actually should be around her 30-something years old. She was once married when she was 21. So she has actually divorced from that marriage. Reasons I don't really know, she didn't say it in that video. So actually she's trying to share her own stories, what she would have done better, or maybe what she would have changed when she was 21. Now she said actually all parents mean well for their children, but they don't really know all. They want to pressurize you to do things in their own way. In that Change Destiny's challenge, some women actually gave their own story about how they handled it when they were still handled societal pressure when they were growing up and up to this stage. So she was just trying to share in line with what those people were talking about. So she said now that she wants to actually get married, but she doesn't want to go into marriage and put herself second or put her dreams on hold. Now, secondly, she also said marriage does not make, break, or define a woman. So these two things, Dyna Ekwueme responded and made an unpopular opinions about it, where she took these two up and then based her arguments. Now, first off, Dyna said Jackie said she wants to make that she doesn't want to get married and make herself a second hand. And I'm like, did she really understand what she was trying to say? Jackie only says she doesn't want to put herself second or put her career on hold. I have downloaded her video, I've watched it severally to actually hear where she said that. So how do you get married and then you are now second hand? I don't understand where that argument is being based actually. But what I'm trying to say is, I understand where Jackie is coming from to a large extent. Because yes, you want to go into marriage without putting your career on hold, without putting yourself second, but to an extent, because when kids start coming, somehow you must sacrifice. I understand when Dyna said you have to sacrifice to a large extent in a marriage. Yes, quite all right. But Jackie is trying to say she doesn't have to put herself on hold. Probably that was what occurred when she got married earlier when she was 21. Yes, she actually said the man was the breadwinner. She just had to be at home to nurse the baby and take care of the home while he goes there to make the money. Now she doesn't want that for herself. What is wrong for you, a woman, to decide your path? That is why they are trying to tell us that you shouldn't allow society to pressurize you into doing what you don't want to do. A lot of women get into this and get depressed. Some of them come out. Dyna said some of them come out of selfish reason. Yes, sometimes it could be a selfish reason, like someone saying, I don't want to stay here depressing myself, I don't want to stay here putting myself second, I want to achieve something in life. Now, coming down to the second thing, Jackie said marriage does not define a woman. And then Diane said marriage does define a woman. And I'm like, I would have loved Diana to Diana. I would have loved her to expatiate more on this, because how does marriage define a woman? Okay, it defines a woman by saying she is Mr. Okeke's, she's Mr. Charles's wife. Or when you say, who are you in this marriage? You say, I am Ezine, a YouTuber, I'm an entrepreneur, I do this, I do that, I do that. You should yourself have value. Let that marriage not be what will define you. In as much as I also preach that you should have something doing as a woman before going into marriage. But if as a result of looking out for something to do and nothing is coming, then people are coming for your hand in marriage, are you going to relax because you have not gotten a part yet? Then you say you are not going to get married. After I graduated from school, my mom gave me the orientation that you've graduated, you've gone for service, then the next thing was to get married. Yes, where I served, my boss wanted to retain me, but marriage was calling, and I had to give way for that because it was going to take me outside the marriage. And as a new marriage that we're going to form, I wouldn't have been somewhere else while my husband is somewhere else. At that point, that was my belief. If I was to do it now, maybe I would have done it in a different way. My father is late. I know my dad, when my dad finished school, he was done with his master's before he got a job, and then he got married. Yes, they said most times these things are men are not pressurized. Sometimes men are pressurized because once you're done with school and you get a job, the next thing is your mom start disturbing you, your parents start disturbing you, society start pressurizing you, get married, get married, get married. And that is also how men are being pressurized into getting married when they are not ready. Now, what happens? Any woman available, or if it's a case of the girl, any man available, they go inside this marriage. At the end of the day, they walk out or feel like this is not what I wanted, or start regretting that particular marriage. So why not do it at your own pace? Why not do it at your own timeline? What about the God's time? Let's forget about maybe Dinah was talking about your biological clock. Once you get 30, your eggs are depreciating and blah blah blah. Babe, some people are, I'm not saying you should wait till 40, but some people are 40 and they gave birth. What about God? Some people at the age of 21, 23, they got married and they are still searching for the fruit of the womb. It's not all about when you get married. At least let it be all about when you are ready. What if you're not ready to do something and someone is pushing you, you have to do it? Most of our parents are doing this because they are concerned about the wedding. They want to wear their shabby, they want to invite their friends, they want to tell everybody, yes, my child is getting married. They are concerned about their grandchildren. And they are not concerned about you, your own happiness. You are going to be in that marriage. Nobody is going to be there with you. And mind you, when you are going home after your wedding, they tell you, babe, make sure you remain in that marriage. Nothing should make you come out. So I don't really get the basis of what Dyna Ekwueme was trying to say. But if I can get a little of what she was trying to say, she was actually trying to make a point that you don't have, because you want to build your career, you don't have to put marriage on hold. If that is what she meant. But most of the things she was saying contradicted what Jackie actually said. Maybe she didn't understand it in the light I understood my own. So marriage is not about age. Anytime, God's time, anytime you are ready, go for it. Don't let the society pressurize you into doing anything. I bet you it is a long place to be. Mind you, when you get married, you will start some of the things that some of the time you had during when you were single, you will start missing them. Even people that have gotten married for a long time will tell you that marriage is not the bed of roses. Take your time. That is my own point. That is my own advice. Take your time, build your career. But when marriage comes calling and you know that you can actually spend the rest of your life with this person, please, by all means, go for it. There is no need to start doing shakara. He doesn't have this, he doesn't have that. Maybe it's only Dangote's son that you are looking out for, or the equals of them. Now, Chantel Anyanwu. I actually follow her. I love her video. I watch almost all her videos. And then recently she also made Unpopular Opinion about all single people are frustrated, something like that. So she made a lot of I will call it an accusation, although she specifically said it is not all women. That I loved. What I have to say about that video she made is, if she and any other person, any single person that is not yet married, that is thinking in the line of which she's thinking, please renew your mind. I want you guys to go watch that video, but before you do, she complained about when a woman gets married, her friends, her married friends will be congratulating her and be saying welcome to the club. So married people have their own club while the single people have their own club. Babe, nobody actually told me that when I got married. I can't remember. I have never said that to anybody. But if any married woman choose to tell her fellow married woman congratulations and welcome to the club, I don't think it should really be something that will bother anybody that is not married. Seriously. It's just like a way people try to congratulate each other. Maybe you're seeing it as an innuendo. I don't understand. I don't really understand that point. You telling somebody not to use that term, that is the word they choose to use. They did not use it on you, for crying out loud. She used it on someone that she felt that is the way she wanted to construct her English. To me, I don't think the person is trying to mock anybody or to make you feel less of yourself. Actually, at any point you find yourself now, whether you are married or whether you are single, whether you don't want to get married in future or whether you want to get married in future, please enjoy that stage. Because once you leave that stage, you start missing it. I remember when I was in secondary school, I couldn't wait to leave secondary school. I got to university, I started missing secondary school. When I was single, I was hoping to get married, and I got married and I started missing being single. This brings me to the point she also made, where some people will be saying, babe, enjoy your singlehood though. That because when you get married, it's not easy and all that. To a large extent, it is the fact. See, until you get to that shoe, until you get married, you may not really understand. I am not trying to derogate anybody at all. Please don't judge me. I am not trying to derogate any single person, but until when I was single, I did not understand. I used to think the way she used to think. Okay, let me bust your bubble. Last year, a friend of mine got married. And since I got married, my friends actually, they do complain. I don't call them, I don't check on them, I don't hang out with them and all whatnot. But I got married and immediately I took in and gave birth, and it wasn't easy for me. I don't have help. Chantel also made comment about people, why will you say you don't have time when you have help? Even these days, men are helping their women out. Who told you that? Maybe a family where the husband is helping the wife to do a whole lot of things, the chores, clean and all that. Most marriages are not like that. That's why some people will come and be painting it to be like, yes, she made also this point that some people will be painting it to be like that they are enjoying their marriage, while at the back of social media, they are crying every day. They don't even have any money in their accounts. Some single women are even richer than them. So back to what I was trying to say before I made this point. My friend called me and actually was telling me that she got married, and I called her here to check up on her. So I was asking her how far, how is married life and all that. So she was telling me, babe, now I understand what you were trying to say then, that you when you tell me you don't have time and all that, I now understand what you were trying to say. I said, how do you mean? She said, if I wasn't in this shoe now, I wouldn't have been able to understand what married people go through. I don't have a baby yet, but anytime I go out, I'm bothering myself about what are we going to eat this afternoon, what are we going to eat at night, or how am I going to do this for my husband. I need to go to the market, I need to do this. You don't hang out to a certain time. So talk more of when the kids start coming. Even if you have help, most women don't allow their help to cook for them. They still do the cooking. Even if you have help to take care of your child, you don't really have full time of yourself. Talk more of, you still have to monitor her. Some people are lucky to have help that are mentally sane, that they can do anything, they can represent them, they can be like a second mother to their children. But some people don't have that privilege. So you have to monitor and make sure that everything is well in the home. As a woman, to finalize everything I've been trying to say, to me, marriage does not make me. If maybe to me, marriage does not make me. Maybe to be, marriage makes her. It depends on the context it's being used. Like, if you say marriage makes you, in what aspect? If it's companionship, there are ways you can always get companionship as a single person. People date, people keep relationships. You don't have to get companionship only in marriage. Okay, you say about it defines you through having children. It's going to make you a mother. Hello, people are giving birth outside wedlock and they are called mothers. It doesn't change the fact that they are mothers. People are single parents. People are adopting children, other people's children, and training them up to be their own children, and they, at the end of the day, turn to be called mothers. So how does marriage define you? In what context? I would like you guys to share it in the comment section. I want to hear. If you say that marriage defines you, please share with us in the comment section. Let us know the context in which you are talking about. So in a home, the man, God found it worthy to make them the leader. But did he make them the leader and say that we are worthless? No. You can call me a feminist for all you care, but I do not escort any man into this world. Some parents will be crying over not having a male child against having female children, just because when they die they want to maintain their name. Did your female children escort their male children into this world? Why is the society putting unnecessary pressure on women, even in their own father's house? Even your own parents, like they gave birth to you as a female child, you are not supposed to own any of your father's property, and people are still practicing that in this country. Something that is repugnant to natural justice, equity, and good conscience. Why are you trying to suffer the male? Let's stop all this pressurizing. Parents, please, if you're a parent and you're listening to me and you are in this age, I have a page, Today's Parenting. I preach about how we can make parenting in these modern days a better thing to enjoy, so that our children will grow up to learn these things from us, and then by the next generation will be better off. Yes, I can actually say that marriage is an achievement. Yes, to me, marriage is an achievement. Okay, if you wake up in a day and you set out a plan or a goal for yourself that you want to accomplish that day. By the time you finish, out of 5, you were able to do 3. By the time you come back, what do you say? Yes, I was able to achieve this. Maybe tomorrow I'll try to achieve the rest. That is how I see marriage. As a young girl, except if you don't want to get married, if you have it at the back of your mind that you want to get married, once you get married, you have achieved something in your life. I am not saying that if you don't get married, don't misquote me. I did not say that if you don't get married, you will not achieve anything in your life. No. That is not what I'm trying to say. As someone, as a single person, there are a lot of things you can achieve. A lot of people have made it. They have so blown as being single. I am just saying that at that point of getting married, you have achieved something. You give birth, you have achieved something. You got a job, you have achieved something. You started a business, you have achieved something. At every point in your life that you accomplished whatever goal you set for yourself, you have achieved something. Now, the fact that marriage is an achievement does not mean that you should now come and pressurize yourself or follow other people's pressure in the bid to achieve that thing. No, please. Whether age or whether you're looking for a baby or not, please let God's time be what will guide you, because God's time is always the best. If you do it in your own time, if you do it in your mom's time, if you do it in the society's time, you are going to end up being depressed in that marriage. I'm not praying that you come out, I'm not praying for divorce or of any kind, but please make sure you do it at your own time, so that even if you are going to regret, you will not say that it was A or your mom or your dad or your uncle or anybody that pushed you from doing that. And in as much as you want to, you have that as a goal to get married in your life, please, between that time, that waiting time, try and achieve other things like setting up a business for yourself. Social media is helping us these days. You can start up a business both at home, you can look for a 9-to-5 job, you can create job and create wealth for others. Also, following your dreams should not stop you from getting married. So please, let us not pressurize our girls. Give them the right direction. So the Change Destiny campaign, I actually love, and I really enjoyed Jackie's video. I really enjoyed Diane's video and also Chantel's video. I would like you guys to check it out and also create an opinion of what you think. Please leave me comments in the comment section. Let us meet up and continue this gist in the comment section. And if you have watched this and you have not subscribed, please do subscribe. Please don't leave without subscribing. You know I love you all, and I can't wait to see you guys in my next video. Mwah.